I have subsequent evidence that the moon landing was faked, and gravity and science can't support me. Turns out, I was wrong. See, the moon landing has been pretty controversial for some time now, subject of many discussions. Moving flag on the moon? How didn't they fall off or even drift off into space? All questions that were answered not just by me, but by Elon Musk himself. Now, Elon Musk is a pretty credible source. I mean, he kinda owns SpaceX. You know, the company where if you remove the PAC, you're left with that word. Or if you take his Tesla model letters, you get the same word. How old is this man? Stay till the end to see his this debunking of the moon landing. Anyway, let's get straight into the debunking of why the moon landing couldn't possibly be fake. Myth 1. The flag on the moon is moved by fans in a production room. In official NASA footage, the astronauts can be seen struggling to plant the flag. But most important about this section is here. The flag can be seen waving about. But why? Well, there's no wind on the moon, which kind of makes the scene a little bit more suspicious. But the reality is, the flag wasn't waving. It was just wrinkled. See, while in transit, the flag was folded or rolled for the entire 76-hour flight, which is 3 days. So when they unraveled it and struggled to put it up, let's just say it came out looking like Kim Kardashian on a bad hair day. Myth 2. There are no stars. See, if you're in space, then where are the stars? See, stars are balls of fire, but because of their distance from Earth, we see stars as they were, millions of years ago. But that doesn't justify, let alone explain, why they weren't around the moon at the moonland. And that's because there's no explanation. See, the stars never left, unlike my father, who should take notes from the stars. He's left me for 3 years. No, they were always there. And what made it seem like they disappeared was the camera exposure. Let me give you an example. If I grab you and take a picture of you during daylight, the sky is blue, which is pretty obvious. But you don't see the stars, which are there for your information. Instead, only your eyes through a telescope can adjust enough to see them, which is the same effect that the moon has. The moon's surface in direct sunlight is very bright, so bright that a normal camera with no exposure would need help, more than just help, would need double assistance in order to actually pick subjects out of all of that light, which is where the special camera NASA used comes in. It needed small exposure to prevent it being flooded with light so it could show the actual astronauts planting the flag and walking on the moon. But this lack of exposure came at a cost. It allowed us to see the astronauts and their toes, but not the actual stars. Myth 3. If you subscribe to the channel, you will regret it. This has to be one of my favorites. Guys, subscribing to the channel is free and it helps me push on making content that inspires. So click that little black button. There is no consequence. And besides, if you join the family, you won't regret it. None of us here are from Alabama. And I definitely will not grow an obsession into your toes. Sorry, America. Now, for those of you gooners who drew for Elon Musk, here's the clip of him verifying everything I just yapped about.
So we got to the moon the first time.
We definitely went to the moon. I swear. Yes, we went to the moon. We didn't go to the moon. We went to the moon several times.
Right. Yeah. I just want to check your view on that.
We 100% went to the moon. I mean, I know in depth the technical designs of the rockets, the spacecraft, everything.
Yes.
What went right, what went wrong. It was a remarkable piece of technology, like an incredible piece of technology to go to the moon in '69.
Yeah.
That was like reaching into the future and pulling the future forward dramatically. And it was an important ideological battle with communism. They couldn't put a person on the moon, and capitalism could.
Speaking of yap, here's a video you might like about Formula 1. Click now.